Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
We're Jenny and Paul.
We're Jenny and Paul.
With Palette Knives Out Artcast.
It's
and
us.
we
Oops.
are going to stop moving the camera. What are you doing?
There we go.
You don't really need that.
Well, but then it gives me something that I can look at us.
Okay.
Instead of looking at the monitor above, I can look at the camera.
You have to see yourself.
Well, it has more to do with I'm looking at the camera saying hi to everybody rather than looking over the heads of everybody.
Hey, Marlene. Good
Hello.
evening. Glad to see you. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We definitely did, and we're recovering from all of the food. And I know I personally couldn't eat dessert because I was way too stuffed, so I was eating a pizza pie at midnight last night.
I slammed down a slice of pecan pie because our friends brought some, and I was like, I gotta eat it. And I love pecan pie, so it was good.
Yeah, it was good, and we're all probably still a little tired. I had a really long work day today. It was crazy busy. I checked my watch. When I got home from my shift, I was at 10,500 steps for the day, so I feel like I burned off some of the Thanksgiving dinner, maybe.
You did.
So let's go ahead and show what we're painting. Let's bring it in, and I will zoom in.
So I forgot what we called this one. Fading into Night.
Fading into Night. Okay, I forgot to. So what inspired this piece?
It's a photo I took.
Okay.
So real close to our house, there is a wildlife refuge. And especially this time of year when I get done golfing, I'm oftentimes driving right past it as the sun is setting. Mm-hmm. And if I'm lucky, there's not a bunch of people already pulled over taking pictures.
Yeah, this looks like you painted the blue sky in later.
I did.
I like that look. It's one of my favorite ways of people doing it.
So anyway, this was a photo I took of the wildlife refuge. There's actually normally like a highway that goes right through here. Mm-hmm. Click that over to live chat where it says top chat. Straight up, right there. Go down to live chat.
Okay.
There we go. That means we see everything.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, so normally there's a highway that goes right along here, and I was like, we'll just erase the taillights. So that's what we did, and this particular color in the sky is something I've been kind of obsessed with this winter.
I've noticed.
Don't know why. But it's it's a good color, and I will tell you, it's the first thing we're gonna paint. So it's a tricky color.
It's ever so slightly greenish.
Yeah, I mean it is. I was thinking about it. It's like margarita green, but toned down. It's like not even that green.
I think they call that color celadon.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never even heard that word before, so I'll have to take your word for it. But I wanted to do one that was a little on the less complicated side of things. And that's what we've got. So I didn't get too involved with a lot of detail. I did do kind of a fun, this is like a big old oak tree. And I kind of wanted to break some of the rules of like,
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
This is celadon.
Yeah, it's not quite.
Yeah, not quite.
This is a little like more neutral, less saturated.
Yeah.
So I taught a painting this last weekend with a similar color, and it was really difficult for people to mix. So
show us how we do it.
I'm gonna show you how. This is how we do it. Anyway, because we're gonna start off with that color. So anyway, the colors we've got on our palette today are black and white, deep yellow, medium yellow, primary yellow would be fine.
School bus yellow.
Craft yellow would be fine. You could use just about any yellow. Yellow ochre, probably not. Yellow ochre is just a little too organic. What? What?
Nothing.
Am I talking too much? People ask questions. I don't want to give them the answers. Phthalo Blue, you could totally get away with cobalt blue or cerulean blue on this as well. And then we've got red oxide, which totally could get away with burnt sienna.
Yeah, it doesn't really show up in your
No,
painting.
it's really just to tone.
Where is it?
It's just to tone the clouds down a bit.
Ah, okay.
It's to keep the clouds from being green. Yeah, we'll get into it. It's actually the combination of the red oxide and phthalo blue is a really nice warm cloud color for this time of night. So let's start off with a little toast. Cheers, everybody. If you're not having a beverage, fake it till you make it. Just pretend.
Just don't drink your paint water.
Don't drink your paint water. We are Paul and Jenny with Palette Knives Out. If this is your first time stumbling across us, make sure you follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we do 2 of these a month. So let's talk about mixing this color. I'm going to go ahead and put my palette up here, or my canvas. I'm going to put my palette right here so you guys can see it easy. When we did this color the other night, what we ran into was people started with way too much blue and then couldn't bring it down. So I'm going to start with white, pretty good amount of it. I'm going to take the very corner of my brush and just get the tiniest little dot of blue. We're making an ultra pale sky blue right there. I'm going to add just a little bit more yellow than the blue. You go a little bit more yellow yet. I want to lean a little bit towards the yellow. A little bit more yellow. And I had just, you guys saw how little blue I put in there. It's just one tiny little dot, a little bit more white. That's really close. That's the color we want right there. And it's going to lean a little bit kind of grayish. When we put the other colors alongside it, it'll pop. So this is actually, this band of color is just going to kind of go straight across the middle. I'm going to put just a little bit more yellow into it on the canvas.
Even you can't mix the color.
I did pretty good.
It is. I could see how people who haven't painted a lot, it would be a little.
And I'm going to add just a little bit more white to it too.
Be a little challenging.
Yeah. Just like that. And that's where it's at. It's the key is like I literally put like a single pin drop of blue in with the other color. We are not going to touch this again. You're probably better to go a little lighter than you think. So if you're still feeling like maybe it's a little too intense, you could add a little bit more white. You can always bring the color back up. You can, excuse me, bring it back down a little bit too, if you need to. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to move up. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit more of this color. I want to make sure I leave enough room for our mountains. No, we're okay. We're okay. Okay, so we're going to do our cloud color. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with phthalo blue. And that color is really intense. I'm going to add a little bit of our red oxide. And those two colors will kind of make this really interesting kind of gray color, really. And I'm going to add just a tiny bit of white. And maybe a little bit of yellow. There we go. Need a little bit more white in here. Again, we can always darken this up, and for right now, we're just wanting to get the opacity going. I'm just going to brush this in right above this. I need a little bit more red oxide in there. There we go. We'll put the shape and stuff in later, but for right now, let's just block this in. The red oxide that we're using, and everybody, just so you guys know, this is different brands of paint react differently. So if you're getting slightly different results, or like maybe your red oxide is not as intense as ours is in the way it reacts with the other color, or maybe the Phthalo Blue is a little bit thinner. You know, every brand is a little bit different. So that's to be expected. I feel like mine is maybe a little bit too in the blue range still, so maybe I'm going to add just a tiny little drop of black. Just a tiny, there we go. Just a little tiny drop of black. Kind of like the same amount of black as we added blue to our white to start. And just block this in.
Are we going all the way up to the top?
All the way up to the top.
Well, I should have mixed a whole lot more color.
Or you could just mix as you go. It's totally fine. Yeah, so this color I just put on my palette, or on the canvas now. I just mixed up, and it looks really red on my palette, but I can see once I get it up on the canvas, it's not.
I don't know that it would matter if it was red on the sky, because like we know sky
especially
colors
like
are all over the board.
Especially like kind of a sunset, cloudy sky, a little bit of warmth picking up in there. No problem whatsoever. No problem. Let me tell you, no problem. But if you get too warm with it, it kind of goes against the grain of the painting as it's presented. But as you know, that doesn't really matter. What matters is trying it and finding your own route, your own path. We're just casual tour guides, offering suggestions. Yeah. This is good. Good color. I love this color. This is actually one of the other colors we used in that painting the other night. Just keep it rocking and rolling. I'm doing this fairly smooth in tone right now. Wonder if everybody's watching Stranger Things again tonight. Or if everybody's in a food coma still.
Yep. There's a beautiful sunset tonight from Happy Valley, but I was driving and couldn't exactly take a picture.
Doesn't stop me! I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm not.
I was driving on the way here tonight and Paul took a picture.
It's true.
And it probably didn't come out as...
It did not turn out good. Through the windshield. Through the windshield in dark is not a good. Okay. So I'm going to rinse my brush off real quick. Just give a quick little rinsey rinse. I'm going to grab some pure black. I'm going to move down about an inch from our first band of color. You know, we could start an art club called Band of Colors. Obviously a little spin on the old Band of Brothers. Just black. I think I need to reference the original photograph because I can't remember, just by looking at the painting, if the band of color between the black and that greenish color in the sky is foothills or clouds. Not that it really matters, but it does matter. Let me just, I'll take a peek here in a minute. I did simplify this a bit, by the way. Just, it was a very busy cloud night that day. All right, let's see. Phthalo Fanatics Art Experience. I like it. Get my readers on. Those are clouds.
What?
Remember I said I couldn't remember if the second extra band of color.
Oh, if it's mountains or clouds.
Yeah. Actually, I'll show you guys the original picture. Here's the original photo. So you can see I simplified the clouds quite a bit.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I like those bright pink spots in there, though.
Yeah.
It actually looks, it's funny looking at it up there on the monitor, it looks a lot more vivid than it does on your phone.
Yes, it was,
What is
Daniel.
happening?
Yes, it was, Daniel. One right on 99. Literally just pulled off the highway and took a picture. All right, so let's, that's probably still too wet, but we can start working on our clouds that go in down below here. And we're basically going to use the same color we used up above. So it's going to be the Phthalo Blue, some red oxide, or burnt sienna, whatever you're using. I'm going to add a little bit more black to it this time. And I do want to add just a touch of white. And the white
Last time
just,
you put some yellow in.
yeah, you don't have to. You could. Doesn't hurt it. Yeah, let's see. That should be dark. That's what we're going for. I want a little bit more red oxide in there. There we go. And what I want to do for this is I'm just going to kind of brush in. This is like just like a low wall of clouds. So we're just kind of brushing in the top. So just kind of some swirls. And since this is so darkly silhouetted, I'm gonna kind of come back and brush out the scratchiness from swirling. You could use a smaller brush to do the top edge. But you don't have to. Maybe tonight's the night we get our pizza. Or maybe tonight's the night we just go home and drink water and be thankful that we're still alive. So I think I'm going to take my biggest, or my slightly smaller brush, not my biggest brush, and just add some cotton ball-y kind of texture. And I'll come back with my bigger brush and just kind of even it out. I'm actually going to take this all the way up on the left-hand side over here. Maybe on the right-hand side too. Yeah, let's do it. This right-hand side we're going to lose a lot of because of the tree. And I would rather just go ahead and not worry about trying to preserve things and just paint it out to begin with. It is a cool place. Okay, so I'm just going to take my bigger brush now real quick and just loosely soften this up. We can always paint over this a little bit more later if we want a second coat. And let's just take this color all the way down to our black. And if it blends in with your black a little bit, totally fine. Totally fine. And if you mix extra color and stuff and it doesn't match exactly, that's totally cool too. Just add little bits of it around so that it feels like you did it on purpose. And what I mean is like, okay, I put some of it over here. I got a lot of glare coming off that side over there, so you can see it's a little darker. But I don't know how much of that glare is the monotire. Be right back, folks. The old chat rooms. I just wonder if that light's too high, which is why it's causing the glare.
It also could be because you're using very dark paint.
Dark wet paint. Let's bring it down.
Yay. Don't know. You'll have to take a look at it and see. Hey, Sid.
That is better.
Nice to see you yesterday.
It is better. It was good to see you yesterday. We had such a great, great family time. Hanging out, relaxing. It was funny though. It's like when it was time to be done, everybody was like, okay, bye.
We all stayed fairly late.
Yeah. But that's why it was partly like, okay, bye.
It's like, oh, guess it's getting late.
I was so tired. I was actually ready to go quite a bit earlier, but mostly because I was afraid of falling asleep and I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't know who was going to break out the Sharpies.
On the cameras.
Yeah, well, I know you would break out the camera. Do not fall asleep around Jenny. You will be lit up on Facebook
That
and
is
Instagram.
not true. I never post them on Facebook.
That's. Do you remember the time I fell asleep playing my guitar?
Oh yeah,
And I'm laying on the couch and I'm snoring and I've still got my guitar. Yeah, you didn't just take a picture. You took a video and posted it on Facebook.
That was pretty funny. And then you like startled yourself and you strummed your guitar on accident.
It was pretty funny. So when she says she never does that, it's not true.
Well, that's been like 15 years ago.
I still remember it. like it was yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of the same color, the same darker color. And again, it's a little bit of the red oxide, a little phthalo blue, a little black. And I want to just add some texture in the upper part of the sky. So I'm just going to kind of like mess with the autofocus. Just put some little bands of this color, then I'm going to wipe my brush off. And just kind of smudge it out. If this gets it, if you get too much of this going, it's alright. You can always come back later and soften it up. Ignore this that I just did. Ignore it. Didn't happen. So now I want to take my number 8, and I'm going to mix up a little bit of this color again. I'm going to add a little bit more white to it so it's a little bit lighter. And I want to start kind of contouring this bottom edge of this cloud here. And so...
What color did you? Oh, you added some white.
Yeah, it's just the same color we just used down below, but I just added a little bit of white. And I'm going to leave some little spots and maybe bring in a little cloud from the side slide. Mostly what I'm trying to do is break up that hard straight line. And then I'll take this color. And brush this up into the sky a little bit, into my clouds. Color should be still pretty dark, but we're bringing a little bit more of those gray tones in. That looks good, Jenny. I have decided that as of yesterday, Greta is officially an adult.
Because of the mac and cheese?
Greta actually took the reins on preparing a dish to bring to Thanksgiving. And they were not going to let anybody else take that chore away from them.
Even Hayden was like, damn, I didn't know my sister could cook.
Not only that, Hayden did a follow-up today. You know, he always does his next day summary of his speech that he gives. Mm-hmm. He pointed out how much he enjoyed the mac and cheese. I've never seen him go back for thirds before.
Did he go back for thirds?
He went back for thirds.
Wow, that's surprising. It was good. I loved Terry's butter she made. It was like cranberry and orange.
Yeah, cranberry and orange zest.
I got a little roll of it at home.
Was that our door?
I think it was the neighbor car door. Someone wants to come in and paint, Paul.
I mean, it literally sounded like somebody tried our door.
You never know down here in these parts.
I feel like I need to go take a peek. Well, I know the neighbors here, so.
Yeah, it was their door or their car door.
That looks cool. I actually really like this painting. I'm gonna go peek. The old man in me is like, I gotta peek out who's on my lawn.
You're being like Wilson.
Well, our door's not locked, so if it was somebody trying our door,
they'd get in.
They would have walked right in. We might end up softening this up in here. You know, who knows? We'll see. So let's take a peek where we're at. We're actually making really good progress. We are 32 minutes into the painting, and we're like literally almost halfway done. So.
You really want that pizza.
I do really want that pizza. It's calling to me. So the next thing we're going to do on this, if we didn't get too carried away with our clouds, is...
Why were you looking pointedly at my painting when you said
because I saw how much you've been doing on your clouds.
You're just having fun.
What we're going to do is we're going to mix up our sky, our actual blue sky color. And the reason we did this, well, partly this is the way I actually saw it that day, but the other thing is that it lets us do this sky fade without having to do the fade. So I'm going to start off with my biggest brush. I'm going to give it a good little rinse. A little rinsey rinse, a little rinse and rinse. All right. Now this color is going to be our, I'm just going to go ahead and mix right where I've been mixing. Just our phthalo blue and a healthy amount of white. And I am going to put just the tiniest little dab of yellow into it. Why is that, you say? Because we've got yellow in it down below, and if we just add just a little bit, it's going to feel like it belongs there. Now I'm going to start off, yeah, there we go. Just kind of doing some bigger blobs. Very cool. And maybe it splits a bit. Maybe it's more open on this breaking up over here on the left-hand side. And maybe there's a little peekaboo here and there. Now, I just want to rough that in with the big brush like that. Now probably what I'll do is I'm going to take my number 8. Kind of smooth out the paint a little bit. Because it is the sky showing through, so we don't want it to be like super choppy. I mean, you could. Maybe throw a little dab here and there that just is a little bit more. Now, if you want to get some like bonus extra credit points, which we don't really award, it's all sentimental, it's a moral victory kind of bonus points. Let me just finish softening this up. if that feels like, if you want that to pop just a little bit more, you could always take a little bit of extra white. There we go. Now the cool thing about this technique too is if you get done and you're like, I really want this to be a little bit more, I did too much. You always come back with your cloud color and just brush the clouds back in. Now I do want to take a little bit of this color. I'm going to add a little bit more yellow and a bunch more white. I'm going to try to recreate that original color we had, but add a little touch of blue to it. There we go. And I think I'm going to just add a little bit of this kind of in between. Down along this bottom edge, maybe it blends in a little bit right through here. Maybe a little bit more over here. Oh, that's a little bit too much white. Or is it? Add a little bit more blue. And you can do as much or as little of this as you want. You don't have to do this at all. You're like, nope, that's too much, Paul. I will tap out at this point. You got it. There's nothing wrong with that either. And again, if you feel like, oh, some of this looks a little blocky. Well, actually, this would be the Chehalem Mountains, which are closer to the coast range than the Cascades. It's kind of interesting because, I got yellow. Did not want yellow right there. Oregon has so many mountains. Like, we have these little mountain ranges that are scattered around too, that most of them were volcanic at one point in time. And here, I just made a little bit more of my cloud color again. There's the Chehalem Mountains, and there's the Wallowa Mountains, and there's a lot of little mountains in Portland itself that a lot of people from outside of Portland don't realize are there, but they're old ancient volcanoes. Wait, you said that backwards. Sure. I was gonna say. Okay, Billy Madison.
That wasn't Billy Madison. That was a SNL clip with Adam Sandler.
Oh, you're right.
Excuse me. I was going to say the answer is blah, blah, blah.
I thought he did that in Billy Madison, too.
I don't think so.
So I just mixed up my cloud color and just brushing this in a bit. Now this might be, again, you might feel like maybe you want to come back and do a second coat of the blue. I feel like I want to do that with mine, but I want to let it dry a little bit. How's your strawberry lemonade there, Jenny?
It's meh. Nothing I would brag about.
No.
I mean, it's not horrible, but...
Coconut cream pie.
I got home and Greta had finished so much of the yams that I made that were my favorite. And I was like, gee, thanks. While I was at work all day.
Well, you guys have a sweet potato pie you can dig into.
Yes, it's still not the same.
You don't know.
Those yams are bomb.
They're more savory than sweet, I will say that. I mean, they're still sweet.
But they have that pecan crisp topping. Greta enjoyed it.
I'm going to be honest, pecans are one of my favorite things in the world. Not just pecan pie, but pecans as a whole. I love them. That's my go-to snack on the golf course.
Really?
Yeah, is roasted and salted pecans.
Where do you get those at?
I get them at Walgreens, and it's a mix of pecans, hazelnuts, cashews, and almonds.
Weird.
It is such a good mix.
I mean, that would be good.
Oh yeah, we could totally do that. This has got such a artificial alcohol taste to it. The beverage we're drinking. It's a Blinder Lemon by Monster.
We had limited options from the little market we stop at. We were really enjoying the hard Mountain Dew that they carried for a while.
Oh.
And then we went in one day and boom, gone. They no longer carry it.
So Sid took over the leftover pecan pie that we cut into last night.
Yeah, we got a whole one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We secretly got an extra pecan pie snuck into the back of our vehicle before the whole thing started.
Yeah. Greta had expressed at some point how much...
No, Daniel. Well,
Jenny
and I have adopted a mother and daughter who are, 79 and mid-50s, and we have adopted them as our family, and they came to Thanksgiving with us yesterday because they don't have any other family, and they got to hang out with the.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, it does count. They are family now.
Mhm. They really are. They come to all of our live painting classes. They've been to.
That's actually how we know them.
They've been to so many. They're the biggest supporters I've ever had in my entire life since 2011 having a paint studio.
In fact, I think maybe they're just buying our friendship. I'm just kidding. But
what the heck?
I'm joking. But like when we had the art show at the center, they called the center before the show opened and pre-purchased our paintings without even seeing them.
They said they want to support us as much as possible.
They see us for what we are. All right. I'm going to take a little bit more blue. But they come even to, like when the plays that all the plays we do with our nonprofit, whether our Jenny or I are in them or not,
I've never been in one.
No, but I've been in several of them.
I won't even audition.
You should though. You would have fun.
I would have fun, but I don't want to commit.
That's actually that's how we met them. Is they started coming to our plays and productions, and then found our art classes through that.
How many people could we have reached? That would be our new best friends.
Yeah. Well, and Daniel, Eden, the daughter, went to your high school. graduated from your same high school. So there you go. There's a connection. Subtle little clear my throat. Could be. Could be, could be. I'll ask her next time I see her. She's mid-50s. I don't know exactly. She just had her birthday, and I feel like we should know, but
It's either 55 or 56.
somewhere in that territory. I think she graduated in 80. 88? I don't remember. Oh, Daniel's sister graduated in 88. Could be, man. Could be. It's a small world. Yep. Okay, I like the way that feels better. Well, we have a new group of a bunch of people on tonight. Well, we did. Somebody bolted. That's my fault. My bad.
What are we doing next?
Well, I'm just continuing to kind of just touch up some of these sky bits. So that they feel a little bit just more sky-like. I'm using Brush Skywalker right now.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just being silly. It's okay to be silly once in a while.
No, it's not.
You seem to think that it's fun when you're silly, but not when I'm silly. I see how it is.
I'm too tired to laugh tonight. Too tired.
It doesn't stop you from rolling your eyes.
I was going to mention the dates I have tentative for next month, but I don't think I have them on the Google Calendar. It's somewhere in the second week and third week of December.
Okay, I feel like that's enough work on the sky. I almost feel like it's too intense, because like if I put, well, no, it's not. It's like the original. But I do feel like this part right here feels still a little scratchy. That's all right.
It's funny, my coworker who paints, we were talking about commissions, and he said some lady once commissioned him, she wanted him to paint Genesis from the Bible. And he's like, what even is that? Okay, so there'd be Adam and Eve, there'd be the burning bush, there'd be, I think the burning bush is in Genesis.
Isn't that in Exodus?
It might be. I could be wrong.
That's...
I was like, how do you do that?
Garth Painter the Wise? No. It'd be like, hey, can you paint me a picture of the entire Lord of the Rings series?
That's exactly right.
Like, what is it? You want a movie poster for the Book of Genesis?
Yes, I think so.
My goodness.
Maybe she meant Genesis the band.
I mean, that makes more sense. Like, I could see
I wonder
that.
if he knows that. I might have to ask him tomorrow. Maybe that's what she meant.
Are you sure you weren't confused about that?
That's a good point, Daniel. I wonder if he even thought
Actually,
of that.
when you said that, that's actually what I thought at first. Okay, so let's do our back trees here. And I'm going to just use my biggest brush to start with. I'm going to rinse it off, clean it off.
Well, no, I think he said Genesis. I think she had told him the Book of Genesis.
Oh my goodness.
I want to commission you to paint the Book of Genesis.
What if he just painted a book and wrote Genesis on the front of it?
That would be ideal.
Like, that would be what I would do.
So what are we scrubbing in some trees?
We're just scrubbing in some trees.
Your trees over there are a lot higher up.
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Mm.
You know, I don't sit here and critique everything you teach when you're
That
teaching.
wasn't a critique. That was just pointing out something.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. There might be a setting where you get to pick from live chat and top chat. Because that's what... There's like a chat filter on our end where if I just put in top chat, then I only see like a couple of people.
Yeah, we had to change it. It's something new. There's a drop-down menu. It says live chat, and you click on it, and you can click top chat or live chat. And live chat's the one that allows everything to be seen. Top chat is like, top chat.
So yeah, this can go quite a bit higher. I always like to make sure I give myself plenty of room. There you go. Now she can see everything. Awesome.
Yeah, that's something new. We've never had to do that before.
The world changes.
Why does it do that?
I don't know. So one of the things that I've been leaning into painting wise is I've been painting like at home a lot for myself. And when I say for myself, I'm just painting to paint. And actually working on like what I would consider more like gallery ready pieces and stuff like that. And not that there's a lot of call for traditional landscape painters in galleries, but there might be.
You don't know that.
But one of the things
What else would there be? Like,
I don't know.
I mean, I know there's other stuff, but I would think landscape painting would be popular.
I'm head of the clouds. I don't know. That was bad. But anyway, one of the things I've been really leaning into a lot is making these trees and things like this in the background be really pushed back, because this, especially like the smaller the canvas you use, the smaller you want these trees to be, because it all of a sudden it shortens everything up and makes everything look really close, and you lose that expansive feeling of being out and seeing a large distance away. You know, I think that upper monitor gets glare off of one of these lights, because if you look at the bottom one, it looks fine. Maybe we don't need that upper monitor. I'll have to think about that. We're getting ready. I think we're getting close to moving our live stream studio home.
Remember last December we said, last November we said we were gonna have our December live stream. We just didn't say what year.
We just didn't say what year. I'm prepping for paint right now, so. Oh, and that I am actually going live on TikTok while I'm painting at home. And so if you guys have TikTok, it's literally paul.shilden.art. I kept it simple.
But you have to spell your last name because nobody
Spelled
can
SCHILDAN. You know what's funny? That Four Non Blondes and Nicki Minaj, that remix, I actually kind of really dig it. Have you heard it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. And part of it is I'm not a big fan of the Four Non Blondes song. Did I say that right? Four Non Blondes. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan, although I'm a huge fan of the lead singer and her work that she's done producing. I just felt like that song was like, and I like the context of the song. I just felt like vocally on that song, she was like, let me show you every single possible way a human voice can be used in one song. And she's married to Sarah Gilbert.
I think they're divorced now.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
She was the one that was on the Roseanne show, right? Yeah.
Darlene.
Oh, wait, that's Jolene. You're already all the way across that? Dang, girl.
I don't mess around.
I'm taking my time. They're not actually. Was one adopted? Is that what you're shooting for there, Daniel?
I forgot that they were related.
Well, Daniel's saying they are not sisters, but they are sisters. Are they estranged? Did they grow up adoptive half sisters? Okay. Well, they're still sisters then. Unless they didn't grow up together, and then it's a little bit more complicated, but half sisters are full sisters no matter how you dice it. And adoptive sisters are full sisters no matter how you dice it. Man, now you're just getting too complicated. I hear you. I pick on Daniel a little bit sometimes in our comments because Daniel and I are really good friends and have been for 25 years. Isn't that crazy? 24 years? I guess it's 24 years.
Didn't you guys meet online?
We did.
As part of a Portland Trailblazers fan page.
That's right.
And you guys are like still diehard Blazer fans.
Through it all. That's my version of picking Daniel. I forgot you have a real blood brother, so it's probably a different level. More like tired, hard Blazer fan. Yeah, it's true. It's all right. Most NBA fans are tired.
You guys have stuck it out.
I mean, the number of teams that have won a title in the last 20 years is not very high.
Do you think Damien will ever come back?
He is back.
Is he? Oh, he's right. He's just not
He's
playing.
hurt. Yeah, he has a torn Achilles, but he did come back.
That's right. I couldn't remember if he had or if it was rumored. See how much of a diehard Blazer.
I tell you all this stuff, it's just like in one ear, out the other. Not now, Paul. I'm looking at Instagram reels.
That is not true. Don't toss me under the bus like that.
You toss me under the bus all the time. We actually have a theme song at home.
For you?
Yeah.
The wheels on the bus go bump over, Paul.
That's it.
That's the one you always made up.
It's true. Girl, you know it's true. All right. How are we doing on time-wise? We are an hour in, and we are almost done with this painting. Well, at least we have until we don't have to worry about the Blazers until Sunday.
Sunday.
And we're playing a team that's 18-1 on Sunday.
I didn't realize there was some halftime show in Detroit with Eminem and Jack White. Did you know that? Like yesterday.
Yeah, because it was there's a big every year there's a big Thanksgiving game. It's Detroit and
I would have liked to have
I
seen
don't
that
pay any
halftime
attention.
show. Eminem is apparently planning all the halftime shows for Detroit,
well, that makes sense.
since he's from there.
And so is Jack White.
Mm-hmm.
Jack White's a polarizing fellow.
Why do you say that?
Well, I like him,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of, and I consider myself a guitarist who
You're talking about in the music world?
the music world. Yeah, he's not super well loved in the music world. But
Oh,
who is it that they play?
I wish I had seen it, Sid.
I should know this because they've played each other on Thanksgiving Day for Packers. And they've been playing each other for 50 years on Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Or maybe longer than that. It's like a tradition. Okay, so Jenny's doing extra credit. And
As you do with all of my paintings.
That's true. We can do that. I want to do, real quick, I want to do one kind of tree in here.
I'll tell you though, I liked the photo had this little pink
It does.
spots.
We can add that in. Being a Cowboys fan is like being a Yankees fan or a Lakers fan. You just always assume your team's the best even if it's not. It's not reality. All right. So I'm just going to make one tree a little taller and use my smallest brush here. And just add one tree with some simple little branches, and they're just little horizontal squiggles. What? Are you ordering pizza?
I was looking to see. I don't know. Places have been really busy today.
But maybe not at night, though. Mm-hmm. And you're a sit-down restaurant. That's a little different than takeout. And after Thanksgiving, most people are eating leftovers.
That's not true. What are we doing? You said something to a tree.
Oh, I just added one little
Detail.
more defined tree. Now, we can do the extra credit that Jenny's kind of popping in there.
Then you're copying me.
Well, sure, it works. And if I bring my phone back into the mix here, we can see that there's some little pops of pink in the sky. And
Yeah, I like that.
so we're gonna add some little bits of that. So I like to.
You good?
I think so. I'll tell you in a minute. I do want that to have a little bit of the blue in it. So I just mixed up. I want that to have more white. I think that needs more white. I'm just going to use my number 8. Nope, it's not enough red. I got too much blue in there. Let's get rid of the blue. I'm just going to mix up some fresh color. Just add some little pockets of this color in here. Not a lot.
A lot of Abbeys. I didn't realize there were so many. They're all Oregon, though.
Yeah. They all are Oregon, that's for sure. You could even add just the tiniest little bit of yellow to it. And I'm actually going to switch to my number 4. And Abby's is like that kind of pizza place that's in all the little coastal towns and stuff like that. Like little resort towns.
It's like Madras, Albany.
Yeah, little country towns. If you try this part and you're like, I'm just not feeling it, you can just totally like wait for it to dry. Excuse me. Wait for it to dry a little bit. And just bring in some of your cloud color again. I'm not really feeling it on mine.
Are you feeling it on mine?
Yeah, it works on yours, but for some reason it's not working on mine. Might just be I just like got too aggressive with it.
I know what they consider that town, Daniel. I've seen memes of Gresham referred to as the armpit of Oregon, and I've also heard it referred to as the butthole of Oregon.
That's just mean. We might have followers from Gresham.
I don't mind Gresham. You have to go. It's like not very far from there where you go to the Edgefield McMinnon's, which is a great venue.
That's Troutdale.
That's not far though.
No.
People are mean to Gresham.
It might be somewhat earned.
Maybe in some parts. Oh yeah, Clint. Yeah, I think some parts of it might be. I mean, they could say that about the town I grew up in too. Apple. Did you put apple kind in your coffee?
No. Yeah, I did.
It smells good.
I did not add it tonight. I don't want to add it tonight. Yeah, I think that little tiny bit is good.
He was a gopher. Was that their school mascot?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Gresham Gophers. We were, let's see, Cougars.
Fitting.
Every suburb of Portland has warts. Yeah, you're right. There are little pockets. There's some that don't really, like, I don't really think Lake Oswego has warts. And can't think of Tualatin warts.
Oh, Tualatin does.
Does it?
Yeah. Westland does not.
I think it's a weird. I can make fun of my brother, but you can't. Daniel, I got to tour my old Tigard studio because the tattoo shop has keys to it. Because it's been vacant for a couple years, and they were allowed to store some stuff in it, so they handed me the key and let me go over and wander. It's really bizarre because it was built into, after we moved out, it was a indoor golf facility that unfortunately tanked after 2 years because it's too close to Top Golf. That's what I think.
Top Golf is not that.
Well, here's the thing though. Like, this is what Mason said. People love to see their ball go when you hit the ball.
Yeah.
You like to see it go. So the digital
I've done the digital.
kind probably isn't like.
It's not as fulfilling.
Yeah, and with it being
But-
so close to Top Golf.
Well, it's not that close. Top Golf's in Hillsboro.
I thought Top Golf was that. Oh no, I'm thinking of
Redtail.
Redtail. Yeah.
I've done it. It's all right, but like I consider the indoor golf more of like a something to do while you drink. Much like Top Golf. Do you know Top Golf is owned by Callaway?
Yeah, I think you told me that. The other thing is, don't people sometimes fall off of the tiers?
No, but when they get drunk, and there's nets. There's nets. You know what's going to look really good on this, actually? I'm going to go with it. I'm going to roll with this here. Now we're just improvising a little bit. And you guys, you know what? You can improvise. I feel like this whole top 2 inches or so of this canvas wants this little bit of red. Now we're just improvising.
I can hear you ruining the brush.
It's not ruining the brush. That's why we need people to subscribe to our channel and pay us $2.99 a month, so I can ruin my brushes
And we can buy a new one.
for your benefit. Okay, it might be ruining the brush a little bit. All right, so I'm going to tilt this just a little bit.
That brush was screaming in pain.
Ow!
Top Golf is like 18 years away from Portland if you try on 20.
Yeah, you know where it's at. It's really close to where the Hops play.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Hey, what are you doing there? You didn't say.
I'm just adding some shadows back in.
You need to say so we know what we're supposed to do.
Well, you were talking.
Well, you could have overlapped me. All right,
Shush!
What color?
Do I need? Oh, I need to bust out the Encino Man. Shush!
What color is that? Would you mix?
I just mixed up mostly blue with a little tiny bit of the burnt sienna. Or not, sorry. Burnt sienna if that's what you're using, or red oxide if that's what you're using, and just kind of put that in. Okay, I like that. I don't want to do a whole lot more. I'm going to tilt this a little bit so you can see it. It just kind of makes that top edge just a little bit more believable. Oh, you know what? Like, Sid, I have this one brush that I use at home. I don't know when we got it. We got it.
In 1985.
No, we got it when we had Vine Go, but we had gotten some natural bristle, like hog hair bristle brushes that were cheap. And like this thing, I got to push the hosel back on, like the ferrule.
But you love it.
And I don't. Like, it has a purpose. It's
Okay.
like, it's got a purpose, and it's like just scrumbling this stuff together.
You know, there's a lot of artists that I follow on different social medias that use really, like, I look at their brushes and I'm like, how do you paint with that?
Yeah.
Because they like them that way.
It just depends. I've been.
But I think that it would probably be good for me to paint with that kind of brush because it would keep me from too much detail.
I've been buying new brushes for home.
Sneaky.
Not a lot, just a couple. But I'm actually like amazed at how hard it is to find good brushes.
It's supposed to be a fine go banner. Sad. Yeah, it was really nostalgic going in there, but also like sad to see it. Like it was kind of unrecognizable. Honestly, they moved all the bathrooms and put new bathrooms, different bathrooms in. Like added another bathroom. They back where our storage area was, where we had our dishwasher, they put in a full kitchen with a gigantic grease trap. The guy spent so much money. I felt really bad because he, that's such a risk. And then the business just never took off. His best day was like a day that the tattoo shop was running a flash sale. So just, I don't know. Like someone, I think Mason said he was 2 years too late, or someone said that.
2 years too early.
Oh, you said it.
2 years too early.
2 years too early. That's right. So why is that? Why is he 2 years too early?
The whole golf industry in the last 5 years has flipped on its head.
So you think it would do fine now?
Yeah.
I wonder how the one in Sherwood will do.
I think it'll do probably pretty well. I think the problem with the one in Tigard is it's a little bit off the beaten path, like you don't really see it.
It's a destination.
And it's just like I don't think it's the right neighborhood. Sherwood makes a lot of sense because there's no place else to go. But
there's Langers.
I mean, for golf. For golf.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I mean,
The
Tualatin
closest
Island.
would be Summerfield.
Well, not at night.
Yeah.
Not in the wintertime. And golf has had like this huge like insurgence of new people after COVID. Like huge growth during
Why is
COVID.
that?
Well, it was one of the very few things that during COVID you could still do. Yeah. And so like when I go out and play, like most of the people, there's a ton of people I play with that either started during COVID or took it back up during COVID.
Oh, our old Selwood place. Yeah, it was hard to leave that one too, but we were just like, we didn't know. We were right smack in 2021. We didn't know if there was going to be, there were always new varietals of COVID coming around. And we were like, if we sign another lease, it has to be at least 3 years, probably 5. And we just, had I had a crystal ball that worked, I would have known. I could have stuck it out there.
Oh, so this little dark spot right there is bothering me. Let's just soften that up. No, we should go do the virtual golf with Chad and Kelly sometime, though.
Mm-hmm. It'll be fun.
They would totally be up for it. There is an advantage to it. Nobody can see how your ball flies. Except for you. Because it does pick it up on the screen. But. All right, cool. I'm feeling good about where this looks. I do like that little hint of the brighter color. Jenny went a lot bolder with hers. It's not feeling right on mine, but that's okay. Like, you guys have to use your own eyes a little bit here and there to see what works for you. So one of the things we've talked about, I'm just going to bring this back into, here's our original. Our new one's busier, and that's good. Like, it's okay. One of the things we've talked about is I've shown you guys the original photo, but this foreground is just very black. And if we wanted to add a little bit of some color in here, we can do that. And I'm going to do that real quick. And it's mostly just to break up the monotony of it a bit. So I'm going to take my biggest brush. I'm going to take a little bit of our yellow. I'm going to take a little bit of our blue. And let's go ahead and do a little bit of our reddish color. And probably a little bit more yellow. There we go.
What do you think?
Yeah, it should be good. Even if only one of us has to go run and get it.
No, we're not doing that.
No, I'm almost done.
Okay.
All right. Because all we have left to do is just the oak tree. Do it.
It is 7:40.
Okay, cool. All right. So I just kind of mixed up a kind of a weedy kind of color. That's maybe too much. If it's too much, just take some black. I actually feel like it really wants to stay pretty close to black, so let's let the black kind of dominate in this. I don't even see, what did you order?
I ordered some stuff.
Some goods?
Yep.
This is totally optional. Jenny, while you were ordering pizza.
Oh, that looks nice. I see the color you used.
Yeah, and you don't want to overdo this. Like, you would kind of want it to just kind of like...
hurts.
Huh?
I just stood up and walked and I realized after sitting for a while, I need a hot tub.
We need more we need more members on our YouTube channel.
Everybody's.
All right, everybody. Jenny's Hot Tub Fund. Make sure to visit our Patreon or Coffee. And please donate
Don't buy us
about
a coffee. Buy us a hot
$4,000. Let's start a GoFundMe. Actually, I don't know. I wonder if our health insurance would cover part of it.
For you?
It might. It might.
Well.
All right. Oak tree. Let's talk about our oak tree. Let's talk about our oak tree. So one of the things I wanted to do with the oak tree is in the original photo, there's actually a bunch of shrubs and smaller trees around it, so it just kind of disappears into the foreground, and I want to keep with that. But I actually am looking at this that we just did, and I want to very loosely add a little bit of blue as well. Now, this isn't supposed to be anything in particular. It is literally just...
The golf course.
Yes.
It looks like Resort at the Mountain.
Oh my gosh. Chad and Kelly love Resort at the Mountain, by the way. We should go play with them.
Why do you think I want to play golf?
Because you always enjoy it when we do.
I enjoy hunting for my ball way out in the trees while everyone else is on the fairway.
Yeah. And also, regardless of whether it's the golf, Chad and Kelly are really good people.
I could just sit in the clubhouse.
You
in
can
a hot
do that. They don't have a hot tub in a clubhouse there. All right. Just basically all I did, and it's like it looks very kind of glary, but that's all I did is just soften that up so it's not quite so black. Oak tree. The important thing about the oak tree, we're talking about golf and golf balls. There's this company,
hot tubs.
this company I like. It's called Vice Golf, and they make golf balls, and they come out with the weirdest colors. And it's like they do they do them, I think, more as a collectible thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have this color that I'm gonna buy some just because I think it's cool. I would never use them on the golf course. They're called Galaxy. They're a gradient fade from navy blue to magenta.
Wow.
And then they have white speckles like stars all over them. I'm like, you would never be able to find that ball on the course. But they do it because people just buy them to collect them, and I think they're really cool, and I like them, and they're kind of a smaller, like, direct-to-consumer company, and I like that.
Cool.
And they make good quality. All right, so oak tree. I'm just going to use my number 8, and what I'm going to start doing...
Just bring extra golf balls and find your ball. I love that. That's a good plan.
What?
Daniel says I should just bring extra golf balls and quote-unquote find your ball on the fairway. There it is.
There's a company that makes this ankle bracelet or ankle thing that you put around your ankle, and you can load it with golf balls.
That's hilarious.
And then you just kind of nudge it with your other foot, and it releases one out of your pant leg.
Fantastic.
So what I'm thinking about doing right here is I'm just kind of doing individual dabs, and I'm kind of doing little cotton balls. Happy little cotton ball right over here. Here's another one. Doesn't that just make you happy?
You sound like
George Bush.
yes. Or Ross Perot.
No, Ross Perot.
You could always do Ross Perot.
You got the potato chip guy. That's not my... I mean, Ross Perot is more intense.
But
like,
you did a really good impression of him back when he was relevant.
Not gonna do it.
Daniel says, I think I'm officially 70 years old. You might be. You might be.
I don't know. Are you older than Archie? Then no.
We're just using black.
Yep, just black.
Very uncommon for you.
I know. I used a lot of black in this painting.
Hmm.
Now, you might want to just kind of start down. I mean, this down in here is just kind of like there's other shrubs and stuff like that. It's really a pretty parking lot. This is,
It is.
This is where the park, and literally, like I wasn't kidding. Like when you get around sunset time, there's basically these big floodplains, and then there's the Chehalem Mountains, or I think it's the Chehalem Mountains there, but in the background. And when you get around sunset time, there's a bunch of people that literally just pull off the road there, and it's
Take photos.
and take pictures, and it's really pretty. Yeah. There's actually like a tree out here that there's a pair of bald eagles that are nesting.
Really?
Have been for years, yeah.
The same pair?
Yeah.
Are they like lifetime mates like that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it reminds me.
Oh wait, real quick. I'm just doing some supportive branches. Like they really don't have to be anything that fancy. Anyway, go ahead.
This reminds me when we were at Yachts last. Maybe it was, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, and there was like a bald eagle, and whenever it would come around, all the birds around would go crazy and they'd like chase it. The crows would just, because I think they probably maybe steal.
Have you seen the whole thing
From the
about
crow's
crows
nest?
and owls?
No. Tell me.
Yeah, so crows and owls are like
They're my beasts.
the biggest enemies.
No!
They are.
I love them both.
They're the
Oh.
biggest enemies, and because the owls will eat the baby crows,
Oh shit.
or steal. Yeah, they'll eat the baby crows, and crows are smart,
Yeah, they are.
and
And they remember everything.
so they will attack and kill the baby owlets.
Daniel says, that's terrible. When I was at Cannon Beach earlier in the year, there was a bald eagle duo that swooped down and grabbed one of the baby birds from Haystack Rock. That's sad. But it's, that's life.
So anyway, the crows relentlessly will attack owls in the daytime, and I've seen it. Like I've seen it out on the golf course.
I think we've talked about that part before.
Yeah.
I just didn't know they were mortal enemies.
Mortal enemies.
They're my two favorite birds. Actually, it's probably ravens and owls, but ravens probably the same thing.
Yeah,
They're
I mean,
corvidae.
yeah. All right, I'm done.
You're not gonna draw? Did you draw tree branches? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I haven't done that part yet. How far down does the trunk go?
It just kind of disappears into the black.
Okay. There's a ton of them over where you live, Daniel, because that's right near my old studio, and they would come and just hang out, and I always used to joke and say these crows are like the best painters in the world because they would literally just watch through the window and watch us paint.
There's a ton at the golf course where I play.
Yeah, I've
Like
seen them there too.
tons. And like the other day I was there and there was one sitting on the rock right by my truck while I was putting my shoes on. And I was talking to him. I was like, hey, what's up, buddy?
You have to tell you tell the crows the secrets. Like if there's anyone bothering you ever, you tell the crows.
Can you help me fix my slice?
Then it'd be like, "Wah, you're on your own."
Your path is too inside out.
You can't see. That's what they said up until you had your surgery. They
Oh,
probably
and-
like see you come out and like, watch this guy. He hits his ball, he never knows where it goes.
You know what? I needed a pet crow.
Oh yeah, you did a retrieval crow.
No, just like go and like find it for me. But I hear it, like as I understand it, they are like the intelligence of like a 7-year-old, right?
I don't know. They're pretty intelligent. Like they can solve puzzles and stuff.
Well,
Probably more intelligent than a 7-year-old.
so can a 7-year-old. But I was like, that would be really handy. How could your dad hate crows?
What?
Daniel. I don't know, man. Oh, not only do I saw this thing the other day, Daniel. It's actually interesting. Not only do they hold grudges, they tell their friends and family about their grudges.
Yeah.
And I've heard that like they will actually will pass it down for 2 to 3 generations.
This guy. Watch out for this guy. We always shit on his car.
So even if the original one that you wronged passes on, his child or her child and grandchild
Funny.
will mess with you.
I kind of love that.
All right, guys, that is it. I'm going to sign it. We're an hour and 35 in. That is amazing time. I think that this painting is one I really wanted to make it just be about contrast and just a couple shocks of color. And I'm pretty sure we accomplished that.
You did it!
You did it! Ha ha ha! So, by the way, I told Greta I want to watch Lord of the Rings again. Because last time we watched
it.
I couldn't see it.
Oh, well, SOL, man.
Boy, there's some empathy for you. I don't care if you were blind.
No, I would watch it again. Those are movies you watch over and over.
And I'm torn because I love Harry Potter, but I'm not a big fan of J.K. Rowling. As a human being.
She's a little naughty.
I did my signature way too bold.
Me too.
But, all right. Let's, hold on. Let's get these out of the way.
First, you need to show it with the original.
I am. And don't worry about cleaning up. I'm going to be back here again tomorrow.
Does that mean you'll clean up? I don't know about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's my office. I can do what
I think you need to click out a little bit.
I'm going to turn this light off real quick. Well, I just think for right now.
Oh, you're showing mine?
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, you had to put the trunk in and all that.
Oh, I didn't know if you did or not.
No, remember I told you. It just disappears.
I didn't listen.
That's all right. You're fine. That turned out really good. I like your...
I think I could have done the blue in the sky more vivid like
A little
yours.
bit more blue.
Yeah. I didn't realize how not vivid it is.
That's all right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, wait. I jumped ahead.
Yeah, I was going to have you show the original. Oh, yeah, your new blue is a little bluer.
A little bluer. But we got this color right.
You can do it, Marlene.
You've got this.
It's just think of it like, I'm trying to think of what to compare it to. Just like blobs. Narrow blobs of color for this stuff. Is that what you're talking about? That part would be a little challenging for you. I thought it would be as well, but I managed to do it. And then just the cool thing is you just always want to think, I can go back and cover it with dark clouds if it doesn't turn out right. You can try again.
And that actually is a nice thing about the way we did this painting. One of the things that a lot of times people don't realize is sometimes, like actually in reality, we could have done this painting and done our base cloud color down to here, then black down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Waited for that to dry and come in and put this color on top of the black.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And I can tell you
blah,
that...
Blah, blah, Who's blah, blah, blah?
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I can tell you that this color over black would pop in a completely different way.
So one thing I did different than you is I decided to put some highlights on the cloud formations back here, but I actually don't know that even adds anything. The only thing it adds is it might make these stand out a little more, but I don't actually love it.
Yeah, and this is one of those things that we don't talk about enough on here. But because a lot of times what we're teaching is what people can perceive and do, right? Or at least try. But over time you can develop it. But one of the things that's really important is really, especially with landscapes, taking time to look with your eyes at the world around you. So next time you see a sunset, if you're out walking or driving and you can pull over and actually take time to look at it or take a picture of it. You know, we all
take a picture and last long.
Yeah, exactly, because you can take a picture and you can take it home and you can really look and analyze what the clouds look like. and what the trees look like. And I think that's something that we don't do. We tend to paint off of like preconceived notions of what things are supposed to be painted. Whereas like if you look at an actual photo, you might see like, oh, those are just dark, or those are just light. And so anyway, off my soapbox.
Night sunset was the brightest. Yeah,
It
was
really was.
Red.
Yeah.
Like vivid.
Hold on,
pink.
I took a picture. Let me see how it turned out.
Not nearly what it looked like in person, but
No.
actually, I thought I saw it. No, is that it?
That's it.
You need to. There you go. Crazy.
Let me zoom in and get the cars out of the picture. So this was. See, it doesn't show up good on the camera.
It was so much more vivid than that.
It was so much more. Well, it was before. Like.
When we first left home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was one of these things where it's like we're chasing the sun, and oops, there's my lap. We were chasing the sun a bit, and it was like I knew we were like, we've got like 3 minutes, and it's going to take us 8 minutes to get to where we've got a good spot to take a picture of it. But anyway, all right, guys, let's call it a night. And here, there's. Hello.
Yeah. With the red sky at night, sailor's delight. Oh, that is weird. It is a weird saying, and I don't know how true it is. I've always wondered if red sky in the morning does mean that sailors have to take warning.
Sailors heed warning.
Heed warning, yes.
You know, having been somebody who worked on the river for a couple of years.
Is red sky in the morning bad?
Yeah. Usually I think it's because red sky at night means it was like the storm was breaking up, and red sky in the morning meant it was coming in. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a former riverman. A river rat. Used to do demolition and salvage on the Columbia River in Oregon. In fact, one time, do you remember, like, it was January of, like, 1997.
Long ago.
January of 19th century, or 1900s, year 97. And I was out walking a log boom. I was 20 feet from shore walking this log boom, and I see a barge and tugboat go by, and it was like, oh, crap.
And you did the cartoon with the feet going.
No, I was like, there's two ways out of this. Let the river dictate you, or you dictate the river. And it's better to dictate the river. So I just jumped in, and it was like 35 degrees and windy. And
Daniel says you're dressed like you were on the Edmunds Fitzgerald. What's that? The Edmunds Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Explain.
Wait, you don't know?
No. What's it?
Like, how did you? We
What?
just talked about the Edmund Fitzgerald,
No, I don't.
the ship that sank in the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The one
yeah,
that
yeah.
reappeared.
No.
Okay.
No.
Never mind.
No.
I don't know. I'm off.
We're gonna listen to the Edmund Fitzgerald song, and then you will know the history.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, no, I literally like just jumped into the river, swam out to the part that needed to be hooked up to the boom crane, hooked it up, swam back to shore, and it's kind of a famous song. It really is, and I had no idea that it had to do with a shipwreck until somebody told me, and I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, swam back to shore. We used the crane to lift the piece out of the river, and I went and stripped down to my skivvies and a woolen blanket and drove home.
Story multiple times.
Not on here.
Yeah, I think we have.
People don't know how hardened and grizzled I actually am. Like, I mean, anyway.
All right, we will be live streaming again pretty soon.
Yeah, when is it?
It's like the second week of December and the third week of December, I think.
What are we painting?
Well, I don't know. What are you painting?
The Edmund
That's up
Fitzgerald.
To you. Okay, actually, that might be kind of cool to do a
It might
Christmas ship.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've done anything like that.
We haven't done a ship ever.
Okay, your turn. You're gonna be better at that than I am, I think, because I'll try to over detail it.
That's all right.
So anyway.
Well, you know, we have the famous shipwreck on the Oregon coast.
Yeah, what was that one? The Carissa? New Carissa?
No, not that one. The other one that's like Daniel knows. What is it, Daniel? The one that's famous. It's like Cannon Beach or somewhere in there. It's been there for a long time.
Pete?
Yeah,
Pete?
the
Pete Iredale.
Pete Iredale. Let's do the Pete Iredale.
Go ahead.
Let's
I don't
do
even
it.
know what that is.
What?
So, no, I don't.
Holy. And you call yourself an Oregonian. Ah. I couldn't remember the name of it either, but I know what it looks like.
I know that Gresham is notated as the armpit of Oregon, apparently.
No, you remember it as the butthole.
Are you from this planet, Jenny?
The wreck of the Pete Iredale. Oh, yeah, it's been there for a while.
All right. Okay.
And I remember One-Eyed Willie.
What was that? Did you?
That was my foot.
You don't know Edmund? No, I don't know either of those, but I know the new Carissa, so I know some. Goonies. Okay, well, we're gonna end the stream, and we will see a lot of you next month, and if not before. I know I have a kids class coming that I'm gonna be streaming, that will be on our channel with a gingerbread cookie. So that will be before we do our next live stream.
All right, so according to Wikipedia, the Peter Iredale is a four-masted steel bark that ran aground on the Oregon coast on October 25th, 1906.
I'm surprised I don't remember that.
No, but it's like, it's there still, and it looks like that.
Oh, I've seen that, yeah.
See?
I just didn't know the name.
Yeah, now you do.
Okay.
Now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
All right, guys, we're going to end the stream. It was very nice seeing you online here tonight and doing the painting.
We got pizza to go pick up.
Great weekend. And what are we at? Oh, Friday, yeah. My days are kind of messed up from work and from the holiday. So happy holidays, everyone. Get your Christmas decorating down, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.